two national letter of defense today. Just speak a little bit about both the guys you brought in.
Well, very exciting with both guys. I think from the standpoint of, Mark has been committed to us for a long time. He's one of those guys that you like in recruiting, because when he committed to us, he's about 6'6". He's almost 6'9" now. And I think from the standpoint of just his development, he's a guy that I think can play multiple positions for us with his skill level, his ability to shoot the basketball with his size. He comes from a great high school program, great high school coaches. I think from that perspective, we're excited to get him in here. Cameron, when I first saw Cam this summer, it was kind of like that's exactly what I was looking for. Just a guard that finds ways to score the basketball. He can do it in a variety of ways. He's a great free throw shooter. He gets to the foul line. He shoots threes. He finishes. He's very, very athletic for his size. A lot like Mark. He's from a storied high school program in Baltimore, and both guys have been well coached and hopefully ready to go when they get here.
Fans that follow recruiting are kind of get antsy when they see you swing on some of these guys and miss, and they wonder what's happened to. They ask what's happened to Thad's magic touch with recruiting, and I wondered if it's been this summer with as many guys as you tried to go after and didn't get. Is that as frustrating for you as it is for some fans?
Well, I think that from the standpoint of what's been accomplished in this program, there's a reason for everything, and there's nothing more true in recruiting. And once again, we're sitting in a situation, and I don't know if you can name another college program that for 2 straight seasons only had 1 senior on its roster. That's hard to do, and you look at the last 6 years, I think we're number 3 in total wins in college basketball history. We're trying to get our 4th straight Big Ten championship, get to our 4th straight Sweet 16. We know what we're doing.
Just as a follow-up, in your mind, does it make it signings in the last 2 recruiting classes? Is it important for you to start figuring out your roster?
Yeah, because I think that's been the hardest part, Bob, is you're looking, and everybody's saying they got everybody coming back. They got everybody coming back, and which is true. So, I think it's having vision for your program, and obviously with the 2 we got, I could not be happier with. I think we got 2 great basketball players, and I think from the perspective of when you shift to 14, that's probably going to be because of what we're losing, another big class, because I know we went through a stretch here. I think it was in 8 years we signed close to 35 guys, which on the contrary, I don't know if anybody else has done that in college basketball. And there was one season where we didn't sign anybody. And so we've had our run of those big classes, and you hope that you can get away from the 6-man, maybe even 5-man classes, but you can never predict what's going to happen.
Hey, just for background's sake, could you sign somebody else late? Do you have one? You could go out and get somebody?
Yeah.
If something popped up?
Yep, absolutely.
So you have one in your pocket, basically?
Recruiting question. Seems like the past few years you guys have kind of taken a more national approach to the way you've attacked the recruiting. Is that just a testament of just trying to find some of those impact players that you've had in the past, and is it just maybe like a reach of just the success you've had on the court? I mean, basically what I'm saying is are you pleased with going nationally to find guys, or do you want to kind of maybe narrow it down and stick back to the Midwest?
Well, I think the most important thing is wherever somebody's from, trying to find the right fit for the Ohio State University and our program. And I think that's something you know, character-wise and who these two kids are we're bringing in, could not be happier with who they are as people, because I've said this program isn't for everybody, and this university is not for everybody. So, you know, if it lends itself to maybe recruiting a little bit broader spectrum, yeah, we'll do it. You know, I'd love to recruit Upper Arlington and whatever's on my way home. You know, that would be a lot easier, but you know, we have to go where the players are. There's no doubt about that.
Sorry, if you've got, if you can get a couple more guys in the spring, are you looking at 4s and 5s because of what you got now with Loving and Cam coming in?
Yeah, possibly, yes. And you know, it's hard to answer the question, but yeah, whatever's out there.
That's not a rule violation to say what position you need.
All I can actually say is, yes, we are recruiting that young man. That's what they always tell me when I get ready to take my test. Yes, we are recruiting that young man.
4s and 5s then.
Yes, we are recruiting that man.
Can I try another one?
You got my attorney over here.
First,